Hey gardening buddies, I've been working on a garden expansion. It's about 50 feet wide and about 40 feet deep. And I call it the Hollinger Garden. And the reason for that is I have named it after my friend David Hollinger, who I grew up with. I have a video that I put out last year where David and I were reunited after 58 years of not seeing each other. I'll put that right up on the screen here. Anyway, I want to show you the garden that I named after him. Here's the Hollinger Garden. I just walked this off. It's actually 60 feet wide. The plants on the left are new. I just planted them this spring, and just even a few weeks ago I put in a lot of young hydrangea that I had propagated. And the hydrangea on the right side were planted, in the front there, were planted in the fall. And the others behind that were planted in the spring. And the Hollingers helped me plant them. This whole area was hard rock and clay like the rest of my property. So my husband and I put down probably 2 to 3 feet of wood chips. And I used the method that I've been using for quite a while, where I just dig a hole in the wood chips and I put soil into the hole and just plant in the fresh wood chips. And they grow really well, no problem at all. The question I seem to be asked more than anything about the shade gardens is what to plant, and I just did a video on that, but I wanted to add that you can put ferns like these that I have right in front of you, and hopefully you can see those ornamental grasses that I have there. They're a chartreuse color, and in the spring they're even later than that, and they really pop, as do all the little corabels. This one in particular, I think they call it lime, but in the spring it's more yellow than anything, and even in July it's maintaining a lot of its color, and you can see how it just brightens the shade. As you can see, this is really a work in progress. All these plants over here are young. These blue bushes that you see are a type of blue spruce. When we first got them, they had a flat top, but I want them to grow out to look like little Christmas trees. So everything looks a little rough in this area because it's so new, but I think by next spring it'll look pretty nice. I love these bushes. I love the color of them. You can see I have a lot of young hydrangea, and they were just hydrangea that what I do is I cut off a piece of the stem that does not have a flower on the end of it, and then I strip most of the leaves except for a few on the top, and then I put them in some potting soil, and then I cover it tightly with, I water it really good, and then I cover it tightly with a clear plastic bag. And the roots start growing rather quickly. Within a couple months you have a plant that you can put outside. Pretty cool. I'm going to take you around the back of the garden. There's a lot of poison ivy growing on that tree, but that's another story. We'll talk about that another time. So I have some hostas back here. And like that rock, I just love that rock. Someday I want to have a stream that comes down there and empties into a little pond at the bottom of that hill. Wouldn't that be pretty? Thanks for coming, everybody. I sure appreciate it. Please share this video with a friend. Have a blessed week.
this couch.